Coming up on Windermere On Demand, doing the Puyallup, showing you another way to get involved with Windermere Puyallup Canyon Road at big events. All aboard, Pierce County is going to be a commuter rail hub, and there's been a new addition to the schedule. A quiet spot for a cool hobby. We'll tour a Gig Harbor condo and talk about the condo market with Windermere Puyallup Canyon Road's Joe Maxwell. And a real value in Parkland. Lots of room and priced right. We'll take you inside to show you some of the amenities nearby. Windermere On Demand starts right now. Thanks for joining us for the October edition of Windermere On Demand. I'm Tom Layson. We're coming to you this time from downtown Puyallup, where a long list of new public and private development projects are turning this sleepy little town into a pretty trendy hotspot for commuters looking for great schools and improving train schedules. Our first home tour is coming up, but first some headlines brought to you by the fine people at the South Sound Bank of America Mortgage Office, who we're proud to welcome to Windermere On Demand. The Fed lowered interest rates 50 basis points, or 0.5%. Interest rates remain near historic lows for borrowers with good credit. Meanwhile, national housing data is pretty grim, with prices and sales down. But the Seattle-Tacoma market continues to hang in there, with strongest in the nation year-over-year appreciation, with existing home transactions up 1% locally. Nationally, there's a record 10-month supply of homes on the market. In Pierce County, it's 6.7 months. That inventory signaling a buyer's market. And in Thurston County, down to 4.5 months of inventory, telling us it's a neutral market. And you can reach the South Sound Bank of America Mortgage Office by calling 1-800-991-2629 or by going to the numbers and links section of www.winpcr.com. Well, we told you we'd answer viewer mail here on Windermere On Demand, and now we're going to do it. I caught Tom Layson's real estate show recently. I'm considering purchasing a condo within the next few years and know nothing about them. Tom, how about doing a show on the pros and cons of purchasing a condo, as well as what to look for? Thanks, Connie Dempsey. Well, thanks for writing, Connie. We're glad to have you watching. We're not going to do a whole show on condos, but we are going to do a segment on it, and we're going to start with Windermere Puyallup Canyon Road's Joe Maxwell.
Get in now, get into the beginning of the whole boom of the condominiums. If that's what a person can afford, then go buy it, get in, and now you're part of the game. See, a lot of times we're not part of the game because we don't buy anything. So we're sitting here renting and we can't play. So it's kind of like Monopoly, I guess. I don't know how you put it, but it's like that. So they need to get in. The location always is important. Convenience to amenities, you know, grocery, doctors, freeways is going to be important. Price, what I can afford, what I want. Size is usually really important. How big is the place, and you know, then the garages. They may be thinking about putting on a new roof on the place and are going to assess everybody $100 a month to pay for it. Here you come buy in, well, you're going to be responsible to pay for that. So here I'm buying in and my assessments might be $150, but now I'm going to be paying $250. And I need to know that, because if I'm barely making it financing wise and then it goes up $100, I'm like, oh, wow, where's my money? So that's what the resale certificate and the public offering statement does.
Well, there are lots of condos being built right now in downtown Tacoma, the Pierce County Plateau, and right here in Puyallup. Prices are up 5.8% in the region, even in this market. One of the big things that's going to really drive condos, though, is rail service, as commuters look for pedestrian-friendly communities served by mass transit. Sound Transit launched new Sounder service here in the South Sound. Now there's a so-called reverse commute train that runs from Seattle to Tacoma in the mornings. Guess what? The locomotive is called the City of Destiny. It leaves Seattle at 6:10 a.m. and arrives at the Tacoma Dome station at 7:10. And it gets better. There's an additional northbound train too, so now there are 5 morning trains leaving Tacoma. Now let's take our first home tour, and guess what? It's a condo. There's no rail service to this condo right now, but it is served by the new bridge.
Beautiful landscaping and quiet surroundings on a dead-end street. A gated condominium community providing security and a top-drawer club, complete with a kitchen, space to entertain, and a beautiful pool and spa. This 1,300 square foot luxury condo is filled with upgrades and new amenities. We're starting in the garage, though, to meet Victor Lichtenberg. He builds free flight model airplanes and has been flying them for 60 years, using the space and quiet here to enjoy a hobby even the neighbors like.
I just sit in my garage and neighbors come by and on the way to the garbage can to see what I'm doing, and their grandkids, you know, they're all in awe of what I do.
When he's not flying planes out in the open spaces, Victor and his wife enjoy the lifestyle here, looking out to the Tacoma Narrows Bridge, sitting by the gas fireplace, or entertaining in the formal dining room. The master suite is spacious with plenty of room for a full complement of furniture and a private view across the grounds. The master bath includes nice lighting touches and plenty of closet and cabinet storage. Just down the hallway is another full bath, and like all the rooms, is entered through an extra-wide, wheelchair-friendly door. The kitchen is right off the living room and very well appointed. All the appliances are new within the past 3 years, as are the countertops and backsplashes and faucet. With the new bridge, the condo is now just minutes from Tacoma and I-5. A little used on-ramp is only a quarter-mile away, putting residents on the bridge in about 2 minutes.
Coming up on Windermere On Demand. It's a great value in the South Sound, close to everything with plenty of room to grow. We'll take you inside and show you some of the cool things in the neighborhood. And we'll do the Puyallup with Windermere Puyallup Canyon Road. Stay with us. And welcome back to Windermere On Demand. I'm your host, Tom Layson, coming to you this time from Puyallup. All right, let's take another home tour. This one's in Parkland, close to everything and priced right.
It's a hidden gem tucked away off Pacific Avenue in Parkland on a quiet street just minutes away from 512, I-5, and the area's military bases. With such a large lot and 4 to 6 bedrooms, it's a real value, with the added value of being walking distance away from Pierce County's massive Sprinker Recreation Center.
It's a nice sports arena along with a park. There's several large baseball fields. There's a climbing wall there also. And then again, the park itself has a lot of trails where you can walk around and be safe. Along with that is across the street from there is Spanaway Golf Course, and there's also a park there which is right around Spanaway Lake. All of these things are within 5 minutes of walking.
Let's look at the freshly painted house now. A quaint courtyard entryway leads through a small garden and to the front doors. Inside, the living room is filled with natural light from windows and skylights. A stone fireplace adds warmth to the room that serves as the main gathering spot in this 2,200 square foot home. The dining room is just off the living room, and then the spacious kitchen. Here you'll find updated lighting, new flooring, and new French doors leading out to a huge deck that we'll visit later. All the kitchen appliances stay with the buyer. Down the main hall is the master suite featuring a spacious bedroom and the master bath. The main feature here is a huge walk-in closet with plenty of storage, good lighting, and even room for furniture like dressers or chairs. Bedrooms number 2 and 3 are also on this side of the home. Now check this out. On the other side of the kitchen is an entire separate living area that can be a game room or a guest facility, or a second living area for family. Now we'll go all the way outside, onto the large lot. Fruit trees adorn the backyard where there's plenty of room and full fencing. On one side of the yard sits the home's 12 by 10 foot shed, and just up the side yard is full RV parking just off to the side of the home's 2-car garage, where the shelving and the cabinets will remain. On the other side yard, more landscaping, giving the place a very private feeling.
You've got to love the Puyallup Fair. Like the rest of Pierce County, the fair is growing. Attendance was up about 51,000 this year. That means the total was 1,182,000 people and change. Part of this year's festivities was the Windermere Puyallup Canyon Road Trade Show booth. Be sure to look for it at the next big event and take the opportunity to speak with our knowledgeable agents, look at new listings, and learn about all things real estate. And that's going to do it for this edition of Windermere On Demand. For all of us at the Windermere Puyallup Canyon Road office, I'm Tom Layson. Remember, this show updates every month, so we'll see you next time in November.